For centuries, virginity was everything. A woman's worth, her future, her reputation, all tied to this invisible concept. But today, no one talks about it. Why? And what does this silence really mean for you as a man? Let's uncover the truth. What is virginity? Really, the truth most men don't know. The hymen is not a reliable indicator of virginity. It can break from sports, accidents, or be naturally open. Science versus myth. Many women are born with different hymen types. For centuries, this was misunderstood, used to control and judge women. Let's be honest. In today's world, many women lose their virginity not to their husbands, but to boyfriends, flings, situationships, or men who never truly valued them. Not because these women are bad, but because they were told that waiting is old-fashioned, that exploring your sexuality is empowering, only to realize later that most of these men just used them and left. This is the hidden pain behind the silence. This is why so many modern women, deep down, still feel the weight of their past choices, even if society tells them not to. And when someone dares to talk about virginity today, they're quickly labeled backward, controlling, insecure, or even ignorant. But let me tell you something. The real ignorance is pretending that sexual history doesn't shape future relationships. That's not wisdom. That's denial. Men care. Some women care. And pretending that it doesn't matter only confuses everyone. So no, the person who talks about virginity isn't ignorant or stupid. He might just be one of the last people brave enough to tell you the truth that no one else dares to say. 2. Why was virginity so important? In the past, virginity meant lineage certainty for men, to guarantee that their children were truly theirs. It also meant family honor and a woman's value in marriage markets. It was not about morality. It was about control, power, and survival in tribal societies. A woman never truly forgets the man she lost her virginity to. Even if she moves on, even if she tells herself it didn't matter, her subconscious mind remembers. The first man leaves an imprint, not just on her body, but on her emotional memory. This is because of powerful bonding hormones like oxytocin, released during her first sexual experience, connecting her mind and body to that moment forever. That's why a woman's first time is not just a physical act, it's a psychological event. Her brain records the feelings, the fears, the excitement, the trust, or the regret. And this is why, by nature, it makes far more sense and protects her future happiness when a woman gives her virginity to the man she will marry, the man she will build a family with. Because the first man she lets into her life stays in her mind forever. 3. So why has no one talked about it lately? Feminism's rise. Challenge the idea that a woman's worth equals her sexual history. Sexual freedom movements. Normalize premarital sex. Remove purity culture. Western media influence. Films, music, social media. Glorify sexual experience, not restraint. But here's the twist. Many men today still care about a woman's sexual past, but they're shamed for admitting it. If you say you value virginity, you're labeled insecure or controlling in modern culture. No one wants to touch this subject because it reveals the uncomfortable truth. Sexual history still matters to many men, but they're forced to stay silent. 4. What does this mean for you? You have two choices as a man. 1. Adapt. Accept that virginity is no longer a guarantee. Focus on values like honesty, loyalty, emotional purity. 2. Choose carefully. If you still care about sexual past, be clear about it early. Seek women who share your traditional values. There's no right or wrong, only what fits your life and values. But don't let society shame you for what matters to you. Your standards are yours. Own them. And if you think this topic doesn't matter anymore, think again. Because today, some women are not just giving away their virginity, they're selling their bodies online for the whole world to see, forever. If you haven't watched my video, Never Marry a Girl Who's on OnlyFans, I strongly recommend you do. Because once something is on the internet, it stays there. Even if she regrets it later, even if she deletes her account, those videos are downloaded, saved, shared forever. To the women watching this, your past will follow you. No matter how much you try to change, the internet never forgets. And to the men watching, be careful who you build a future with, because regret won't erase the past. By the way, everything I share on this channel has nothing to do with religion, and it never will. I don't speak as a preacher. I don't speak from faith. I speak from logic, psychology, science, and life experience. I'm also open to hearing other opinions, even if you completely disagree with me. That's how real conversations start. But remember this, just because everyone is doing something doesn't make it right. And just because only a few people believe in something doesn't make it wrong. Truth is not decided by the majority. Truth stands, even if the whole world denies it. I once heard a real story on the radio. A young woman called a late-night psychology show. Her voice was trembling as she spoke. I was in love with a boy, or at least I thought it was love. He promised me marriage, a future, a life together, and I believed him. So I gave him the most precious thing I had, my virginity. But months later, he left. No marriage, no future, not even a goodbye. To him, I was just another girl, another mistake. But life went on. A good man came into my life, a kind, gentle man. He married me, knowing my past. He never judged me. He never made me feel ashamed. He never even told his parents that I wasn't a virgin. He gave me everything a woman could ask for. But here's the truth I can't say out loud. Every time he touches me, every time he holds me close, I see the face of the first man. I hear his voice. I feel that moment all over again. The moment I gave myself away for nothing. This good man, my husband, he deserves love, real love. But I can't give it to him. I only pretend. I smile. I act like the perfect wife. But inside, I feel empty. And the worst part? That first boy, the one who took my body and left, probably doesn't even remember me. Maybe he's doing the same thing to another girl right now. But I am the one who pays the price. Every day, every night. This is my punishment for giving something that should have only been for my husband. The message to girls. To every girl watching this, society may tell you, it's your body, do what you want, but they won't feel your regret. You will. So think carefully, because one mistake can stay with you forever. They told you virginity doesn't matter anymore, but deep down, you know that's not the full story. The truth, what matters is not the hymen, but her mind, her values, and her loyalty to you. Choose wisely, because your future depends on it.